balance and stability in your base. So press down as you spread your toes, finding that stability and just that moment where you're able to find balance. Bring your hands to heart center into prayer when you're ready, connecting your thumbs to heart center, maybe lowering your chin towards your chest just a bit, bowing down. Trying to tune into your breath, trying to tune into whatever it is that you might be feeling at this moment, and trying to release any expectation and any judgments that you might have for yourself right here, right now. Trying to find that version where you're able to explore that version of yourself that allows for you to just find what might be available for you on your mat today. Really trying to, through movement, find this type of energy that's going to make you feel strong, grounded, balanced. And maybe with all of this in the back of your head, you find an intention for yourself. Try to pin it to the back of your head. Try to just flow from there without expectations, without judging yourself. Just being open to whatever you can receive from your practice. And finding Ujjayi breath, sealing your lips, and just activating this way of breathing where you breathe in and out the nose only, finding a rhythm that works for you and that feels good to just maintain throughout this 30-minute flow. We're going to begin to move our physical body. As you inhale, reach the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, become long. And as you exhale, try to fold forward all the way down towards the ground. So your feet are together, you're trying to maybe lift one heel, release and lift to the left heel, trying to soften the physical body as you ease into it, shaking the head yes and no, maybe softening the knees a bit, trying to become soft so that you're able to slowly build in your practice. Uttanasana here, you breathe for a few breaths, you stay softening and lengthening, taking movements that feel good for you right here, right now. For 2. Stay down. For 1, and try to catch your legs now from behind. So maybe you can catch your elbows as you kind of hug your legs. Maybe you need to soften the knees to go there. You can also just catch and bend the elbows out. But I want you to take a second to stare at your toes and try to spread your toes and press down towards the ground. So notice how they wrinkle up a bit. That's how you're noticing that the weight of the body is traveling forward. So try to trust yourself there when you notice the weight traveling down to your toes. And trying to hug yourself in tighter in towards your legs, releasing the neck and the face for 3. Breathe and hold for 2. As you release the arms, inhale halfway, fingertips on the ground, send the hips back. And as you exhale, fold. We're going to do it a few times. As you inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, open the chest and lengthen. Exhale to fold, forehead to the legs. One more time. Inhale halfway, Ardha. Open the chest and lengthen the spine. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. As you inhale, we bring it up, Urdhva Hastasana, grow from the ground. Exhale to bring it all the way down, Uttanasana, hands down. Inhale halfway, open. Take a long step back and just release your back knee into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. So this is where maybe your blocks can come into your practice. If you feel like you feel comfortable placing them tall by the sides of the body and just resting the hands there, playing with your body weight, transferring it forward and back. Or if you feel comfortable without the blocks, maybe placing your hands over that knee and pressing it forward and back. You're going to feel that stretch in your right thigh. And just try to breathe through whatever you're feeling right now for 4. Shoulders away from the ears. 3. Breathe. For 2. We're going to hold the hips forward, maybe hands on the blocks, maybe hands on your knee. Open through the chest and reach back with your head. Wherever you are, breathe. 4. Hold it. 3. Shoulders down. 2. We bring it forward, hands down to frame your left foot. Tuck your back toes. Step it forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway, Ardha, open. Exhale, fold. We bring it up with the inhale. Urdhva Hastasana, reach, inhale. Exhale all the way down, Uttanasana, hands down. We take it back with the left, halfway, inhale. Long step back, Anjaneyasana on this side. Release the knee, release your foot. Again, option to maybe catch the blocks and press the hips forward, or maybe hands to your knee and press forward into that right knee for 4. Breathe, open the chest. Maybe you feel a tiny back bend, but try to not collapse the body weight on your back for 2. For 1, hands down, gaze forward, curl your toes, step it forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. As you inhale, reach it up, Urdhva Hastasana. Bring your hands to heart center, Samastitihi. We stay moving, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, and you're gonna go for a side stretch. Fist with your right hand, catch your right wrist, and pull in towards the left. You can stay here, or you can maybe step your right leg behind the left, big step, and keep on pulling. So notice how my arms are going to travel to the left, and your hips are going to travel towards the right for 3. Open and breathe into the side body for 2. Come back to center, inhale, and we take it to the other side. Fist with your left hand, catch your left wrist. Pull in towards the right, maybe step your left foot behind, hips to the left, and your hands towards the right for 3. Open and breathe. For 2. Come back to center, reach it up, inhale. Fold as you exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. We keep on moving, open, out of that, inhale. We take our first vinyasa, so you land the hands, you jump or you step it back, and you have the option to either take a regular chaturanga or take knees, chin, and chest with me, Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale into a cobra. Exhale as you curl your toes into Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. So first one of your practice, begin to pedal the knees, playing with your hips as you drop them to one side, to the other side. And again, just taking movements that feel good for you right here, right now. As you begin your yoga journey, you're always trying to establish that connection, that mind-body connection that allows for you to find what feels good for you, what variations you feel comfortable taking, that place where you can start. And from there, build and get funky around with your practice. Breathe for 2. With the next inhale, walk your hands back towards your feet, all the way back. Make sure to keep your feet open to the width of your hips. You can always measure 2 fists, and that's going to give you a good place to find a solid foundation. Catch your elbows, drop the neck, soften the face, and just sway it side to side. As you breathe into the side body, again, maybe notice your toes as you press down towards the ground. They help you gain so much balance. For 2, breathe. For 1, release the hands halfway. Inhale. We walk it forward to the top of the mat. Take a high plank, drop the knees. And we're going to take a quick cat-cow here to just wake up the spine. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round and curl. Important that your foundation is solid, hands under your shoulders, knees open to the width of your hips. Keep going. 2. For 1. Curl your toes if you're not already there and send your hips back into Adho Mukha. Down dog. Take a deep inhale here. Out the mouth. With the next inhale, kick your right leg up. Try to keep your hips squared and flex that foot. So you really don't want to lift it all the way up, but rather find that place where your foot is kind of aligned with your hips. Breathe. 4. Hold it. 3. Breathe. 2. As you exhale, crunch the knee forward to the center of the chest and release your foot in between your hands to rise to a high lunge. So maybe softening the back leg so that you find that stability in your legs to maybe play around with your upper body. We're going to take a side stretch here. Fist with your right hand, pull in towards the left. 3. Breathe and open. 2. Back to center and switch. Fist with your left hand. Catch and open. 3. Strong legs for 2. Hands down to frame your right leg. Left leg to meet the right top of your mat. Uttanasana. Forward fold. The inhale brings you up. Urdhva Hastasana. Grow it up. Lengthen. Exhale. Fold forward. Uttanasana. All the way down. We take a vinyasa. Halfway open. Land the hands. Jump or step it back. You choose. However you're flowing through your movements. Ashtanga Namaskar to Cobra. Bhujangasana. Inhale. Or maybe up dog. Adho Mukha. Hips up and back, down dog. Take a deep inhale. Again, align, recenter. Exhale out. We go to the left side. Left leg up halfway. Flex that foot. Try to keep the legs long. Bring the leg up only to the height of your hips for 3. Breathe. Arms are long for 2. For 1, crunch knee to the center of your chest. Step your foot in between your hands. Find the legs to soften, stable, and then reach the arms up. And once you're able to establish that foundation is where you play around again with the arms. Fist and pull in towards the right. 3. Breathe. 2. Back to center, other side. 3. Pull into the right, towards the left side for 2. Hands down as you exhale, right leg to meet the left. Top of your mat, Uttanasana. Inhale to reach it up. You keep on moving. Lots of movement in this flow. Fold forward, Uttanasana. No need to rush through it. You go at your own pace. Ardha, halfway. Inhale. You jump or you step it back. You take your vinyasa. Chaturanga, find the arms. Up dog or cobra. Inhale. Drop your hips and your knees and sit back over your feet. Try to bring your knees together. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Interlace your hands and bring the palms of your hands up towards the sky. So maybe take a second to look up and notice how your shoulders lift. And kind of you lift your bum off your heels as if they're hovering. Exhale to bring your shoulders and your bum down. We're going to do it a few times. Inhale, up, lift, activate. Exhale, down. 1 more. Up, inhale. And as you exhale and release your hips down, try to round and curl and release the shoulders down. We're going to add this up to open. Reach the arms up, arch your back, look up. Exhale, round and spine, engage your pelvic floor. 2 more. Inhale, open. Stay pushing up with the palms of your hands. Last one. Inhale, bring it up and lift your hips and reach it up. For 2. For 1, and as you exhale and sit back down, try to hold or bring your hands down halfway and stay pushing forward. So notice the shoulders, look into your hands. 3. Soften the neck. 2. For 1, to release, bring it forward again to all fours and flow back into downward facing dog. Your shoulders or that shoulder stretch should feel good. You should feel how you release some stagnant tension and energy that allows for you to create more movement and mobility into the physical body. When you're ready, kick your right leg up. As you exhale, step your foot in between your hands and rise to a warrior 1. So release your back heel. Notice how your hips are squared, reaching up through your arms. Maybe hands open to the width of your shoulders. Maybe hands to touch and look up. For 4. Breathe. Hold it. 3. For 2. For 1, you're going to open right into a warrior 2, and we're going to flow into dynamic warrior. So before you do anything here, it's important that you find a heel-to-heel alignment, and that when you sink into your right knee and you lower the shoulders, you're able to open that right knee and look forward straight into your right big toe. Inhale to extend it all up. Exhale to sink forward, dynamic warrior for 2. Find the breath and match it with movement. Last one. Inhale, extend. Exhale to reach it forward. Reversed warrior. Open the right hand up and back. 1 breath. Inhale. And as you bring it forward, you have options here. We're going to go down with the right hand. So you have an option to either rest your right forearm on your right knee and the left arm up and over the head. If you have a block and you want to use it, place it inside of your right foot to place that right hand there and open through the chest. And again, reach the left arm over the head. Or if you feel like you don't need a block, maybe place your right hand down on the ground and reach the left arm over the head. So find whatever variation works for you and try to hold it for 4. Become so long in the side body. Notice the stretch all the way from your left fingers through your side body to that left foot 2. For 1, bring it down to a lizard as you lift your back heel. Heel toe the right foot out. Stay on your hands and just rock it forward and back for 3. Breathe. forward and back. You're moving parallel to the ground. Important that you don't bounce, but rather move it forward and back for 2. For 1. And as you walk that foot out just a bit more and your hands towards the right, you're going to step it forward into Malasana Yogi squats. So step your foot, try to bring your hands to heart center, try to lower the shoulders away from the ears, and try to also grow from your elbows. So notice if you're sinking, lift it up. 4, press out. 3, breathe, hold it. 2. As you release the hands down, you extend the legs. Inhale here. Exhale to fold. With your inhale, you keep on flowing. Reach it up. Fold forward as you exhale. Keep your legs as they are. Inhale halfway. Take a long step back or jump it back. Take a vinyasa, chaturanga. Play with variations and try to slowly get funky and fun into your practice. Adho Mukha. Downward facing dog. Back to home base. Deep inhale. Exhale out. Ha. 1 more inhale. Belly button into the spine. Exhale out. Left leg up. Inhale. Step your foot in between your hands and rise to a warrior 1. So again, important. Before you lift, you drop the heel, you square the hips, and you reach the arms up to the sky. Lower the shoulders. Maybe look up. Maybe bring your hands together. For 4, breathe and hold. 3, sink it forward a bit more. 2, open the hands right into a warrior 2 and find again heel to heel alignment. The left knee presses out and you're able to find your big toe. We go right into dynamic warrior. Inhale up, sink it forward. For 3, find the breath. For 2, for 1, bring it forward. Revolved warrior, reach, open, up and back. Hold for 1 breath. Become long in the side body. 2. And as you bring it forward again, we're going down. So maybe you find that block again on the inside of the inner step of your foot. Hand down, reach it forward. Maybe forearm over the knee and reaching the arm forward. Or maybe you just place your left hand down. So wherever variation you're taking, it really doesn't matter. You're getting the same benefits of the pose. And that's something that's important, that you kind of train your mind to think. Staying out of whatever judgment you might be taking your mind to, because you might feel like you're doing a basic variation, but that really does not matter. You ease into your practice and you build your practice with patience. 3, breathe, hold it for 2. For 1, we go into a lizard, take it down, both hands inside of that foot. You might want to heel toe it out. Back heel is up, rock it forward and back for 3. Breathe. For 2. For 1, we're going to exit differently. Try to step your right leg forward just a bit and heel toe the left foot in so that you frame that leg with your hands. And you're going to go from a variation of a pyramid, lifting your back heel into some type of low lunge without dropping the knee. So opening the chest as you bring it down and rounding and lifting as you try to bring it back. So keep on going. Option here to also use your blocks if your hands feel like it's too hard to hold it without the blocks. You use that height that the blocks give you to inhale and back as you exhale. So wherever or whatever it is you're doing, you keep it moving for 3. Keep on going. For 2. And you're gonna hold it back. Back heel up, fingertips on the ground, forehead down towards that front leg into a pyramid with the back heel lifted. 3. Keep the hips squared. 2. As you inhale, we're gonna walk it to center and just turn it over to the other side. So for the right leg, you can do that, or you can stay in the top of your mat and just switch legs. Step the left leg back, right leg forward, back heel is up. Blocks or no blocks, we find the flow. Inhale to open, exhale to send it back. Keep on going. 4. And really play with your breath. Your breath is your most powerful tool when you're on your mat. So you want to use it wisely to help you go further. 3, and explore whatever it is. For 2. For 1, we hold it back. Extend, lift the back heel, round the spine and bring the head in 3. For 2. For 1, soften forward into the front knee, and we're gonna take it up into a warrior 3. So you're framing first with your hands, your right leg, to kick it up and find the balance to bring your hands to heart center. And again, if you have the blocks and you don't feel like you can lift both hands today, maybe you try bringing to a half prayer, one hand, maybe the other, or maybe you just hold it here. Your hips are squared and you're finding balance through your bottom leg for 3. Breathe. For 2. We're gonna go right down into Uttanasana, forward fold, and just switch as you inhale halfway. Left leg stays down, center of your mat. Right leg, you kick it back. And again, maybe you try it out. The sides of your body are going to feel different. They're gonna have, one is going to be more flexible, one is going to be more balanced. So find whatever hand or both hands and hold it for 3. Breathe. Soften the left knee as well. That can help find balance too. Uttanasana, forward fold. As you exhale, and try to bring your feet together right here and soften the knees. So really lower like your chest towards your thighs and hug your legs from behind and try to slide your forearms down as you're able to maybe bring your head and your chest closer to your legs for 4. Breathe. Lower the neck. 3. Slide the forearms. 2. For 1, release the hands, keep the feet together and soften the knees into Utkatasana, chair pose. And we're just gonna hold it here as you find the right alignment. Hips back, lower the shoulders, reach the arms up, open the chest. 3. Breathe and hold for 2. Fold forward over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale halfway, open. Take a long step back with your left leg. Land the hands, and you're gonna float the foot into the chest and drop it into a pigeon pose. So maybe here, if you feel any pain, again, important that you establish that level of consciousness where you know that if you feel that you need to lay on your back, you do a supine pigeon. Open the chest, inhale, fold as you exhale, and we're going to take a deeper variation of a pigeon. So instead of laying forward over that knee, you're gonna walk it over to the left and away from you into a deeper variation of a pigeon. So melt the chest, melt or bring the forehead to the ground, close your eyes. Try to find that moment of connection, of stillness after moving. Getting out of the thinking mind and into the feeling body. That's what it's all about. Connecting the sensations that arise as you move your body consciously. 3. Breathe. 2. For 1, lift it up, weight of the body to the right side. Bring your left leg forward. We're gonna go into half Janu Shirsasana. Keep the left leg extended, aligned with your hips, and try to bring your right heel into the pelvic floor. Lift your arms up, inhale, flex your foot. As you exhale, fold over the left leg. So try to here again, get out of the thinking mind and into that, out of that thought of like reaching your foot, because this is not what that pose is about. It is about lengthening and really trying to take the variation that your pose allows for you to take right here, right now for 3. Breathe it out. For 2. Bring it up, inhale, keep the legs, right hand under your shoulder, fingers face the back, and try to bring your hips up and forward as you reach the left arm up and back over the head. 3. Breathe and open. 2. Lower down, exhale, and we're going to go into a pigeon on the left as you bend the left knee, weight of the body to the left, and extend the right leg back into a pigeon on the other side. So again, find that alignment, hips in the center. If you feel like you need to do it laying in your back, supine pigeon, do that. Open the chest, inhale. And we're gonna fold not forward, but towards the right. So walk the hands over that foot. Ideally, your chest rests over either foot. Extend the arms, forehead down, maybe chest down. And again, come back to the breath. Close your eyes. In a pigeon, you allow tension to exit through the breath. No thoughts, no expectations, no judgments. Just allowing the breath to happen through you. 4. Breathe. 3. For 2. Bring it up to your hands when you're ready. Weight of the body to the left, right leg forward into a half janu on this side. Again, important to align the left leg with your hips. Bring your left heel into the pelvic floor, inside of the leg and not under. Right arms up, inhale. Fold over the leg as you exhale. Again, trying to get out of that thought that you need to reach your foot. If you're catching your leg, try to close your eyes and just fold and breathe. And use the exhales to try to soften the body so that every time that you step on your mat, you go further. For 3, breathe. 2. Bring it up, inhale, walk it back. Keep the legs, left hand under your shoulder, fingers face back. Hips up and forward, right arm over the head, open the chest. 3, breathe. 2, right foot is flat on the ground. 1, release it down. We're going to take a forward fold as you extend the legs forward, sit up tall, flex your feet, reach the arms up, inhale, and fold forward over the legs. Again, trying to get out of the thinking mind. So these poses where we stop and where we hold, that's the real challenge. Trying to keep your head present in your breath and in the present moment and not flowing or like noticing how your mind can drift away. So come back to the present moment. Try to find your breath and stick to that for 3. Soften. 2. For 1, lift the chest up into Baddha Konasana. Try to bring your feet together and heels apart, pulling your feet in towards the pelvic floor. And you have an option here to maybe stay catching your feet or bring your hands towards your knees and press down. We're folding forward as you inhale. Fold over the legs as you exhale. Lower the chest, forehead to the ground. Breathe it out. 4. 3, send the exhales to the hips. For 2. Inhale to lift, and we're gonna lay on our backs to wrap it up with some poses on the floor. So find your core to lay back. 3, lower down using center of strength and balance. 2, hug the knees into the chest. Keep your toes touching and place your hands over your knees. And you're gonna draw circles out with your knees. So unlocking a bit and getting deeper into your hips for 3. Keep your toes touching. For 2, maybe switch the direction of those circles. 3. 2 more. 2. And as you extend the legs up to the sky into waterfall, you have an option here to maybe just keep your legs up or come up to an inversion, a shoulder stand. If you're gonna come up to a shoulder stand, use the elbows to press down and bring your chest in towards your chin. You're trying to really align the body, shoulders, hips, and feet. If you're here, try to not move the neck, but rather keep it centered. You don't wanna hurt it. Keep your toes pointing and imagine that they want to touch the sky. For 4, breathe and hold. 3, soften the face and soften the breath as well. For 2. If you want to stay here, you stay. And if you want to take it a bit further into Halasana plow pose, try to find the core to lower the legs over the head gently and slowly. And when your toes reach the ground, maybe you can extend the arms behind your back or maybe interlace your hands behind your back. For 5, breathe and hold. 4. Send the exhales to the shoulders. 3. 2 more deep breaths. For 2. Gently and releasing your hands. Try to roll it down on your back, vertebrae by vertebrae. The legs lower really close to the chest. And as you bend the knees and you release your feet, we're going to come up to 1 back bend. that of your choice. It can be either a half bridge or a full wheel. I am going to come up to a half bridge. So again, you keep your neck centered, you press your hips up to the sky, and maybe you interlace your hands behind your back for 5. If you come up to a full wheel, you find your arms and your legs. 4. Keep pushing up. 3. Stay so present in your breath for 2. As you release the hands and you draw up your hips, just sway the knees side to side, open the arms so that they're not in the way of your legs, softening the thighs. For 2, side to side. For 1, we take one happy baby pose. Catch your feet from the outside, bend the knees. Press the low back down. You always have the option to rock it side to side or to stay in the center. And if you're in the center, try to stay pulling into your feet so that you really press the low back down to the ground too. As you extend the legs and you release them, we come up to one last pose. Matsyasana, fish pose. Try to extend the legs wherever you are. Come up to your forearms. And try to arch your back and stick your chest out so that the crown of the head maybe touches the ground. If that doesn't happen at first, try sliding your forearms forward towards your feet or closer to your feet so that maybe eventually the crown of the head touches the ground. And once you're here, we're going to take a lion's breath together. Take a big inhale in the nose. Exhale out the mouth, stick the tongue out. When you're ready, you melt your body down into Shavasana, laying on your back. You give yourself a stretch. I encourage you to take Shavasana for as long as you want. And we're going to wrap it up, if you're close, staying with me, into a seated pose. Easy seated meditation pose. Hands to your knees. Lower the shoulders. Come back to the breath. We take a big inhale in the nose. Exhale out the mouth. We do it again in the nose. Let it out. As you bring your hands into heart center and you lower your chin to your chest, I want you to try to reconnect with that intention. An intention that does not judge, that does not expect, and that is just open to whatever happens every time you step on your mat. As you build your practice, you might be surprised by how much your body can evolve on and off the mat in a day. So really try to keep that mindset and take it with you off your practice into the real practice, which is life. Let's wrap up with an Om together. Join me if you wish. Deep inhale. In the nose and out the mouth. I really hope that you take whatever you learned on your mat today with you off your mat. And I hope that this flow makes you feel better and energized to get on with your day, to either start or finish. I'll see you on the mat tomorrow on our day 3. Namaste.